Hey, welcome back to the Curvy Critic here at Black Hollywood Live. I believe it's episode either 44 or 45th. I'm a little jet lagged and a little movie crazed because I am at the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm cold in my parka and all of that, but baby, I wouldn't have it any other way. And Scott Menzel, my co-host, is up here too, and we've seen lots of movies. Can't wait to get back and talk to you all about them. But in the meantime, I want to leave these interviews with you. So excited to finally had the opportunity to sit down and speak with Miss Regina King, Best Supporting Actress nominee for the Oscars and the SAG Awards this evening, and also spoke to Richard E. Grant, who's also nominated for his role in Can You Ever Forgive Me? Yalitza Aparicio from Roma. We spoke with her and her co-star Marina de Tavera for their roles in Roma when they were on the red carpet or the blue carpet, I should say, for the Film Independent Spirit Awards, which are coming up very soon. The SAG Awards are tonight, so we will talk about that next week. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Sundance Film Festival and some of the documentaries and things there, but I will get to that in a minute. Right now, sit back, relax, get a cocktail, coffee, whatever you need to do, and take a listen to these interviews with Regina King, Richard E. Grant, and Yalitza Aparicio and Marina de Tavera. And then I'll come back and talk to you all about the Sundance Film Festival. Hey, it's your girl Carla Renata, aka the Curvy Film Critic. The Oscar nominations were announced, and If Beale Street Could Talk got two. One for Barry Jenkins for Best Adapted Screenplay, and the other for my girl Regina King for Best Supporting Actress in a Feature Film. So excited for her. We had an opportunity to sit down and talk to her about Black love and her advice for those people of color out there, and, you know, that pledge that she made at the Golden Globes. Take a listen. Hey, Miss Regina.
Hey, Carla.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Girl, when I saw you in Toronto right after they had screened If Beale Street Could Talk and you were in that beautiful blue gown, I told you then you're going to get your first Oscar nomination. Was I right or was I right?
I guess you were right.
I'm so excited for you, so heavily excited for you. Now, how much of James Baldwin's work were you familiar with before you started to do the film?
I'd read some essays, Giovanni's Room, aware of pretty much all of his books, but I had not read them all. I hadn't read Beale Street. I mean, it was kind of hard not to be familiar with James Baldwin. The voice for Black Americans, his words have lived on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your role in the film, I tell people, when people ask me about If Beale Street Could Talk, I say Regina King's character represents your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your godmother, your cousins, anybody in your family that is a woman that does whatever she has to keep the love and the family together. That's what I tell people about your character. What do you tell people about your character in that film?
The same thing, but I just kind of expanded a bit because I think what's unique about seeing it, it's not unique to a lot of our experiences as Black families, but it's unique to film with us as the main story. It's a family where the father is present that will do anything for those that they love. It's a beautiful thing to see on film. You don't get to see that often.
You're absolutely right. And we don't get to see Black love depicted in the way that it was depicted in Beale Street. Black love between a couple, between a mom and her kid, between a mom and her soon-to-be grandchild, her husband.
Baby, a father and his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah. Way Fonnie loved on Tish like that. I've told a lot of my friends who, even though there is the sexual component in that movie, it's beautiful. And all of my friends who have daughters that are 15 and up, I tell them, you know, your girls need to see this, and the boys need to see this, so that a girl understands, especially one who doesn't have a man in her life, a father or a boyfriend, or that this is how you're supposed to be loved on. This is how you're supposed to be cared for. This is the delicate way you are supposed to be handled, because you are a beautiful blossom that is blooming. I know I have not seen that care that Bonnie has when he's with Tish. beautiful.
So let's just flip it back around to this morning. When the news broke of you having an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress for If Beale Street Could Talk. Yes, I said the whole thing. Who were you with? I'm so excited. You don't understand. I'm probably more excited for you than you are for yourself. But when you found out this morning, who were you with? What was the reaction? I want to hear all the dirt.
Well, I probably am going to disappoint you because it's not a big, huge, exciting story. I was in my bed. I turned my phone off because I knew either way, whether I received a nomination or didn't, it was going to be ringing or buzzing a lot, and I didn't want to be
disturbed.
I didn't want to wake up. Yeah. So when I turned my phone on, my phone was buzzing, all messages were coming in, so I figured the first person to call was my publicist, and he would let me know. So he answered the phone, "Hey, Oscar nominee." So that's how I found out.
Are you going to continue the streak of doing your acceptance speech without it being written out and just speaking from your heart?
Well, I don't think that there's any other way. I mean, I feel like, it's a bit of a jinx if I do. I try to keep in my mind the people that are the reason, have so much to do with why I'm standing up on any stage, and let go and let God.
I know that's right. You said during your Golden Globes acceptance speech that you were going to make a pledge to employ more women and work with more women in the industry just to give us, more of that spotlight. Do you have any projects in particular that you were thinking about when you said that?
Well, yeah, any project. The two projects, there's more than two, but my partner and I, we're developing quite a few projects right now, so whatever is the first one that moves from development into the production stages will be that first project that we want to see that 50-50, that parity.
I know that was the last one, but this actually is the last one. I know, I psyched you out. So as someone who's been behind the camera and in front of the camera, what advice would you give how to move on with their career and how to be uplifted and how to keep on moving toward that goal that they have?
Well, I think that the only difference between someone who never reached their goal or people that have is that the people that had just never stop. You're not moving forward just because you get a no. You're not continuing to nurture your skills. You never will know everything. So I would encourage people to continue to put themselves in positions where they're learning, where they're nurturing those gifts that they were given. You could take it down to basketball. Kobe Bryant is naturally a gifted player, but to reach the level of success that he did, anything that you've seen Kobe Bryant on or any of his documentaries about his career, the amount of work that man put into his game, most people don't have that work ethic. I guess more than anything, as I'm talking to you, improve your work ethic. Your hustle should be nonstop.
And I think that's a great way to end. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me, Carla Renata, the curvy film critic at Black Hollywood Live. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. I'm not going to wish you good luck because I know you're going to win, just like I knew you were going to get the Oscar nomination. So I'm not even going to say that because you're going to win. I know you're going to win. I know you are.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Get some rest. Yes.
The
91st Annual Academy Awards celebration takes place on Sunday, February 24th. We here at Black Hollywood Live, as well as myself, the curvy film critic, will be rooting with the biggest cheerleader palms you have ever seen for Regina King and for Barry Jenkins for Best Adapted Screenplay. Why are you playing with me, Richard E. Grant? You come from the theater, I can tell.
I do.
So do I. I did Avenue Q on Broadway.
You did?
I did.
And Jeff Whitty, who co-wrote that screenplay, wrote that music.
I know this.
So you know him?
I know him.
Okay, so we're connected. We're connected
through Avenue Q, Schadenfreude, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so Film Independent Spirit Awards. How excited are you to be here and have them supporting the film the way that they are? Have you support the film the way they are supporting you?
Well, I'm about to be 62 years old. I've been in.
Congratulations.
Nominated, thank you. But I have never been nominated for any individual awards in my life. So to have this stuff happen to me now is extraordinary. And I was going to spend my whole career in indie films, essentially. They flush out and honor the new talent. They're not franchise movies or tentpole movies or prequels, sequels, schmequels, whatever. And I think that's an amazing platform for talent.
Well, honey, buckle up for the ride because it's about to be a good one for you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to see you at the Oscars, baby.
You heard it here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. I loved Roma. I loved both of you ladies in it. I love the message that it gives of two women sticking together through like the worst of times and the best of times. What did it mean for you guys to be a part of it with that kind of theme running throughout the film?
Dijo que le encanta Roma, que le encanta nuestro trabajo y que le gusta mucho que se trata de dos mujeres que se toman la mano y salen adelante juntas. ¿Qué significó para ti ser parte de esta película en ese sentido de dos mujeres que se abrazan?
Para mí fue muy importante porque fue mostrar toda la fortaleza que tienen las mujeres y cómo todos esos problemas las llevan a unirse y a salir adelante.
She says that for her it was very important to show the strength of women and the way they hold each other and they get through bad times together. And I would say on my behalf that I think it is about everyday women, the women that fight for life every single day and do the work with children, the work in houses, and it's the work we normally don't see or don't acknowledge.
The birthing scene. You know, I got to ask about that birthing scene because Yalitza, muy bueno. Muy bueno. Oh my goodness. Talk to me about the emotions that she had to reach in order to pull that off, because I know from seeing her at other Q&As and things this award season that she is not a trained actress, yes?
Ella está preguntando sobre la escena del parto, que te dijo que muy, muy bien, y quiere saber un poco las emociones por las que pasaste para hacer esa película, siendo que además has dicho que no eres una actriz profesional o no lo eras.
En el momento de esa escena yo desconocía lo que iba a pasar, entonces al momento de entrar al set fue como transportarme a ese momento y olvidarme que era Yalitza y simplemente era Cleo y todo lo fui sintiendo tan real.
She says that when she started to do the scene, she didn't know what was going to happen, that it was during doing the scene that she learned that the baby was born dead. So she just let herself flow through the situation, and it really embraced her, and she went through it. I mean, it's so beautiful to have this film that talks about our country and about a community, our indigenous community, that it's being well received all over the world and here today. So we're honored, grateful, and happy.
From one woman of color to two others, thank you, bless you, and good luck this award season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed those interviews with Marina de Tavera, Yalitza Aparicio, Richard E. Grant, and my girl, Regina E. King. So now let's get into it about the Sundance Film Festival 2019. The theme this year was called Risk Independence. The festival lasts from January 24th to February 3rd. Mr. Robert Redford officially stepped down from his post and let his people take over for him. And it's a beautiful thing. You know, Mr. Redford is, I think he's close to 80 if he's not in his 80s. So he just wants to live out this last chapter of his life the way he wants to. Can't blame a brother for that. But baby, I've seen some really good films. I saw The Farewell with Awkwafina, who is stepping up as Mr. Redford stepping out. Awkwafina is stepping up into a role that is a star vehicle for her in a film called The Farewell, and she plays the role of Billy. I saw a movie about Apollo 11. It's showing some unearthed archival footage that we've never seen, and it's not like any other documentary that I've seen regarding that subject. Had an opportunity to speak with Pose's India Moore about her role in the LGBT community and the Next Up 2019 program, which she was here for which she was speaking at. She was here to speak about that and her platform and some other things. So we have that interview that we'll show next week. I also saw a film called The Mustang, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. There's two documentaries that are really jacking people up called Leaving Neverland, about the two young men that supposedly were molested by Michael Jackson, and the one called Untouchable about Harvey Weinstein. I did not see Untouchable, but I did see Leaving Neverland, and I got some really strong opinions about that I'll share with you next week. I think that just about does it. Did I see some other movies? I think I did see some other movies. But I knew I saw something else. Child, I almost dropped the ball. Native Son is a film adaptation of Richard Wright's novel from 1940, and it has been rewritten and reimagined and put into the present day by Rashid Johnson and Susan Laurie Parks. It stars Ashton Sanders, Sanaa Lathan, Kiki Lane from If Beale Street Could Talk, and you guys might remember Ashton from Moonlight. It is a spectacular film. I don't even have enough adjectives to describe it, but I will find some when I come back next week to talk to y'all about the rest of the Sundance 2019 Film Festival. So this is a very abridged version of the Curvy Film Critic, or the Curvy Critic at Black Hollywood Live. But I want to make sure that y'all had something to chew on until next Sunday. If you want to see any of these videos in their full length, the ones that I did before, go to the Black Hollywood Live playlist for the Curvy Critic, and you can watch all of those full interviews right there. So until next week, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to bounce out to go see some more screenings in this moment. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate you supporting me. I'll probably be in the chat room as this is running. And I love you. Thank you again so much for supporting the Curvy Critic. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, next week we'll have, I almost forgot. Next week we will have DJ Pierce from A Star Is Born, a.k.a. Shangela, and talk to him about A Star Is Born and his role and, you know, this crazy award season ride that he's on. All right. I really am going to sign off this time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.